Welcome back, and we're going all after oxen and a plough. I think I've worked out actually why that's not working. We've got two things in the queue, and we can't make that wagon yet, so we'll cancel it because we haven't got any horses that we've drafted because we don't have any tack. So I haven't got the saddle. Anyway, this should that should get processed now. It's got one order in the queue. So we just need to make a couple of ox as well. We've got loads of ox in this shed, so we're going to make these two bulls into ox. We've ordered the plough, and we've supplied this for oxen, so we've got the water and the hay, and we don't have a wagon here blocking the production. So here we go, we're making the plough at the carpentry. We're just after some metal parts and some wood, and they do take on the animals there and then deliver the plough whole. So hopefully that'll be there before the next season actually. And if we say we do want a plough, don't we? Let's just double check the options. I can't remember if it just automatically ploughs or what happens, but we'll see, won't we? Click on the field itself. Yeah, okay, so there's a box here saying don't plough this field. So it's presumed that you would plough the field, yep. Okay, so that'll be exciting. And actually, we've got a bit of admin to do. This cow shed, we ordered a load of cows. Yeah, we've got 10 cows, but no bulls to impregnate them. So let's take you and put you over there. We'll just see what we've got. So yeah, we'll take this bull as well and put you over there. So 2 bulls for 10 cows, and doing very nicely. Let's speed up the game. So we've got our tannery down here that we're relocating, and they're getting to work. We're in the process of dismantling that. So that's the tannery we're dismantling. We'll put that to the front of the queue just so we can get rid of it. And we're building a saddlery, but also what we could do with building is a shoemaker's workshop. So we'll lay you down as well. And look, everyone's running out of money, so we'll just mark where the money is. We're at 180. How are these doing? So we've got our weaver's workshop processing the hemp. Cows have gone out to pasture. We've got pork. Oh, we're producing pork. And we've got clothes. I'll just double check if we're selling pork and clothes. So yeah, we're doing pork and sallow, aren't we? But no clothes. Let's sell clothes and hire someone there. And we could do with a 4th market here now, so we can sell clothes. And I think there's a bench in the way there, so let's demolish this bench. See this bench down here? Oh, if we can get a hold of it. There we go. We'll demolish that bench. Oh, and it demolishes straight away. We don't have to wait for anyone. And we'll put another market stall down there to complete our 4, which is great. We'll hire someone there and sell clothes as well. And now that we're going to... Oh, look, it's been delivered. There's our plough, and there's our ox. Oh, let's go and see them. This is maximum zoom. Oh, and we can click on them, so there is a condition there, so that will be repaired by the carpenter when it runs down. Ah, and they're not ploughing yet. Let's just slow the game down and see what we're offering. So they're after clothes, buckwheat, shoes and wheat. Wonder how much buckwheat we've got. We've got 3,600 buckwheat. We'll keep that for now. I don't think we've got anything to trade. They're offering to sell horses. We've got loads of those, and we don't need anything else for now. That's fine. And not entirely sure why they didn't plough. Ah, there we go. So plough is ticked there. It probably wasn't delivered in time. They were probably already sowing. by the time it was delivered. So that's fine. We've got a plough there, and they'll plough next year. So we'll have to add on a new rotation to each of the farms. And we'll just see once the farm gets going where those fields are and how we might need to change all that, because we could still leave it fallow and then change them all next year. So yep, that'll be changing that farm, so that'll be exciting. That'll increase our productivity, and then we can move on to this farm. I mean, it might be there's room for 3 ploughs, isn't there? So we might want to just fill up one farm with 3 ploughs first, so they can plough all the fields quite quickly. Because one plough to plough all the fields might not be enough. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, and probably go for 3 ploughs in one field actually. So we've got 12 cows in this cowshed, and they're using the fallow field. We're experimenting with that to see what the nutrient content goes up to. So they're at oh, it's going up as we speak. Look, it was on 40%, now it's 41, and it was on 43% for the green, now it's 55%. Now it's gone up another percent. So literally as we speak, the cows are doing their thing. That's an incredible touch. It's a very specific part of the game, isn't it? We've got 6 in this shed. We originally started off with 3. We've now got 5 in this one. We had 3. 12 over there. This is our biggest one, so we've got 15 there. We did just put 2 bulls over here, where we've got 13. And we'll just activate this one and put a worker there. And we could put over 3 more cows there before long. We've got 250 in the bank, so we'll keep an eye on that. A few people short of money, but not a huge number. 250. Okay, we'll see if that goes up too much. It wasn't 180, wasn't it? I think we might have sold a few clothes, you know, once we put them on, and that bumped our money. Construction completed. Wagon shed. Looking good. And you know what? There's one thing we haven't built yet. I think we've built one of everything else, and that's the church. So we're going to lay it down. I think this is the only area that makes sense to me anymore. I think, is that the entrance at the front? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have it right in the middle. Get it on a good it's uneven terrain. Can we? Oh, yeah, it'll fit down there. Yeah. There we go. We'll lay you down. It's going to take a whole load of stone, and we've got enough stone down here, haven't we? Yeah, 3,800. And how much do we need? Only 1,200, that's fine. So I guess we could like trade some stone when it comes to it. Oh, this is our burial area. Let's put down some more burial plots, because it doesn't look like... oh no, that's fine. The row behind them is still available. We've got 4 behind them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've lost 5 souls. Very sad, but they're in a very quiet, peaceful area, overlooking some fields, which is nice. And the next building we're building is a wagon shed up here. Okay, that's cool. Because each wagon shed, right, it can hold 3 wagons and I presume 6 horses. So it's not a huge amount. So having one dotted around, I'm pretty happy with this layout. So 1 over here, 1 over here, and 1 up there. That covers the overall area pretty nicely, I think. We'll see how our pigs are doing. We just relocated them, Adam and Eve, and our new chicken coop. So we're, yep, 23 hatchlings, 20 chickens, so that's coming up to limit quite nicely. Oh, I've just noticed we've not got an alternate feed on there, so we'll just put in some buckwheat as well, just as a backup, in case one of them runs out. And what have we got here? 55 buckwheat, let's do 100, just in case. Animals are the easiest things to kill here. Right, what have you got to trade? Oh god, look, we've got 377 in the bank. Horses, pigs, lime, and salt. I don't think we're after any of that, but let's send a messenger to our nearest and dearest, because we could top up on cows, and we should up our wages as well, because we've got a few people with money worries, and we've got a good surplus, so we can give a bit of money back to the people. And actually, once we get all of our production lines up and running, just increase the speed. We'll be able to sell more and more, make more money, and give ever increased wages to our people. I think if we start talking about winning criteria, for me, it's when we get to a point where all of our production is at full capacity, and so we're making as much leather, as much food, as many pigs and sallow and shoes and all that stuff as we possibly can, and enough to trade, and we're paying our people lots of money, so they can buy whatever they like, and for example, we could buy in as much honey as we want. Oh good, they've got cows and they've got iron. I think we're okay for iron. Let's just check. Iron 2,000. Yeah, I've got 2,000 iron. Let's buy in a load more cows. We've got 370 money. So how... If we buy in 8 cows, that's 320. So let's buy in 8 more cows to deal. And they might go in our new pasture, and that's going to give us a real massive boost. And get us pretty much, in a very nice place with our cows. So we're reaching a point where all the cow sheds will have a decent amount of cows in them. We're going to be ploughing in our farm next year because we just missed out this season. And actually I'd like to have another... Oh, we're losing our family. One family's moving out there because they ran out of money. But a new family will move in and they'll have some money. 370. It's kind of holding up there, isn't it? We'll give you more money in due course. It might be that there's some unemployed, so... Yeah, wow, look, we've got 20 odd people looking for a job, so that's probably it. We've got full employment at the farms, haven't we, for the baseline. When we need labourers, they're going to come in handy, aren't they? Let's hire someone else at the... let's hire people at the trading post. We've got 2 fishing docks. What's our availability? Okay, there we go. No one else looking for a job now. And just a few open vacancies. That's fine. Let's take someone off the trading post then. I think jobs can fluctuate, can't they? Ah, look, we've got a windmill up here. We'll employ someone there. So we've got local wheat production, although we haven't got any wheat up there at the moment. But when we do, you'll be ready. Just waiting for our first batch of pigs from this one. And what else can they eat? Let's put some buckwheat on as well for them, for the pigs. We'll do 100 buckwheat and maybe 100 potatoes because we don't want to just rely on one. And we won't do sunflowers because that's a luxury good. How much are we... Oh, our cows have just come in because our money's gone down. How many potatoes have we got? I think we've got a lot. Oh, 7,300. Okay, that's what... So this is where the potatoes come in handy. And actually, if you've got a real glut of one thing... Look, we're running out of wheat, aren't we? Let's just go pigs for potatoes. 200 potatoes. And we've got quite a lot of buckwheat, so we'll go 100 buckwheat. We'll do the same here. So we'll stop giving the wheat to the animals because we need to process that into flour for our people, and we'll bump up the amount of potatoes they have. And we'll just see how much that is in food. We might just need to stockpile a bit more potato into them. We've got so much potato, let's just put that up to 400. And 400 there. Okay, great. Oh look, we're building our second stables so we can move some horses over. So once we start our wagons, we'll have, well, if it's 1 horse per wagon, then it'll be 3 horses, but if it's 2 horses per wagon, which I think it should be and probably will be, then it'll be 6 horses in each wagon shed we need to maintain, which is 18 horses. Right, what are you trading, my man? Wheat and horses. Well, we're a bit short. Oh, you're buying sunflower oil. How much sunflower oil have we got? 4,000. Let's sell as much sunflower oil as we can. 2,000 sunflower oil gives us 360. Nice. Very, very nice. And are we short on wheat? Did I see that? Wheat, we've got no wheat, so let's do a big old order for wheat. So you're here for 20 more days. Let's see. Let's employ 4 people at the trading post. Let's see if we can get our money in for trading the sunflower oil and then buying a load of wheat to do us for this season. Now, we bought in a load of cows. Yep, they did go in the new shed. So we'll send you some bulls for procreation. 1 from here. And how many bulls have we got here? We've got 4 bulls there. Let's spread them out evenly. 4 there. We've got 2 there. Yeah, 4 there and 3 here. Okay, let's move our old bull over there. Because we've got a couple here. Oh, but they're young bulls. Can they procreate already? I'm not sure. Let's just let's send you back over there. You're 1 year old, you'll do, and you go over there. Okay, right. We've got a mix of bulls anyway, here and there. Let's see what we've got in each shed. So we've got 12 still there. They're not breeding. Okay, you've got 18. That's good. A lot of cows, so they'll be producing a lot of milk, and we'll possibly start slaughtering some soon. 7 over there, that was new, wasn't it? And we did have just 3. We started off with that one. Down here in the middle, 16. Oh, that's great. 8 over here in our new shed, and 5 there. We might still be in the process of sending some bulls over. We are. Okay, so we've got 2 sheds in the middle that are starting to get quite full, and once they reach their limit of 20, they're going to start slaughtering them and making skins and selling beef. Have we got beef for sale here? Yeah, we do. That's our meat market. Okay, brilliant. We're doing very well, and we're building this second saddlery stable. Okay, happy days. So for my money, the trader's still there, and he's here for 9 more days. And we haven't sent the sunflower oil yet. If we go on the world map, look, here they are coming to collect. It looks like there's 2 wagons to collect the sunflower oil. So it'll be interesting to see what the capacity is for these wagons actually once we get them up and running. I think based on that, so we're selling 2,000 sunflower oil, and they're sending 2 wagons. So it looks like each wagon might hold 1,000. Units, which is huge. That'll really help with moving stuff around. I mean, that'll be amazing. The really big the really big volumes, be able to move very quickly around. And so I think that's maybe where a granary starts to come into its own, because, and we could, you know what, we could have a granary right in the middle next to this wagon shed, because we can store stuff from some of the farms into the granary in the middle, so that the markets can just get it in the middle. Everything would be in the middle, wouldn't it? And they just go to one place to get stuff, instead of maybe where some may or may not be in a farm that's out of the way. We'll have to think about that. Our stable's been built, so we'll employ someone there and get them filled with food. Another family leaving, which means another family will move in with more money. So we're kind of bleeding the people dry. And the bit of admin to do here for our forestry. We need to build another field for our trees. In fact, actually, this one is empty. So there's no way of replanting that, is there? So just demolish. No way of just replanting that field we've already put down. Let's demolish that field and then put another field in its place. I'd like to see... Or were there a few trees in the corner? Yeah, maybe there were. Okay, maybe that was a bit hasty. So when a field is empty, we'll have to see what happens. Let's get the entranceway down here. And we'll just plant another field, that's fine. Yeah, there might be an option just to replant, but there are a few left in the corner, weren't there? So that's fine. We've got a whole wood behind them that we can be deforesting. So let's increase the speed a bit. My god, we're on 200 odd already. Was that our sunflower oil sold? Was it one batch of sunflower oil? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because we've got 3,300 and we did have 4,300. So let's go back onto the... that's a wagon collecting the rest of it. That's just come in. There we go, so there... Yep. There we go. They've done the 1,000 sunflower oil. Okay, so we've got 390 in the bank. Sitting pretty. And we're harvesting all our stuff. Should we go in close and see a harvest? Just kind of walking through it. Picking it up. Putting it into bundles here. It'd be good if you could like click on a bundle to see what's in that bundle. And they're taking those bundles in. How much labour have we got? Not a lot of labour in that farm. Let's just remove a couple of people from the trading post. A bit of labour in that farm. A little bit of labour in that farm. A bit more in that farm. There's not a lot of labour going on in the farms. So I'm just thinking, I mean, we've got 6 people in those cow sheds now, haven't we? There is someone in the tannery and that's not even working. Just make sure there's just one person in each of these animal sheds. Yeah, we could do with some more people, I think. I've not quite got the labour I'd like. And we don't even have the full builders on. Let's get rid of a couple of builders. One person in each of those. One person in the oil workshop. We do have 2 people in the carpenters and the smithy, so we could take one person off one of the smithies and one person off one of the carpenters. And we've got loads of people in the forestry, and I don't think we need that many. Let's have 3, because you need at least 2 to carry a tree. So depending on when they take their rests, that will guarantee there's more 2 people there full time. Okay, let's see how that rolls with the labour. And we'll go on higher options and just reduce that down to 8 and apply it to all, just so it will help to evenly distribute it. So we've got nearly 8 workers in this farm, but we've got one labourer there, 5 there, and we've got 8 down there. So we've got quite a lot of labour now. Yeah, there we go. We've got a few there. That's nearly harvested completely, that farm in the top right, but I think a lot of... Were there a lot of fallow fields? No, next year is going to be completely fallow. And same for this farm, so these 2 farms are going to be completely fallow next year. Which might cause us problems. 400 odd in the bank, so money's coming in, so let's give a bit more to the people. I mean, we're going to have a lot of food. We're going to have a lot of potato and a lot of buckwheat. Wow, we're going to have like 8,000 buckwheat. We could just buy in some food while these 2 farms are fallow, but also, now that we've started to plough, we can put this farm onto a 4-year rotation once it's all replenished from being fallow. So not next year, but the year after. That'll go on a different rotation, which will put it out of sync of that farm, so they won't both be fallow in the same year. And look, we've taken in all the harvests of these 2 farms on the right hand side pretty much. Certainly have with that one. What's everyone doing down here? Oh, just taking in the bits and the few bits left in the field. They'll be finished very soon, and then they've got loads to bring in here. We're in September, so these guys will finish very soon. And what we'll do is we'll just up the labour limit to maximum with our last 2 farms. There we go, and that'll bring everything in. We have until the end of November, so we've got plenty of time, because November's when the snow comes and spoils all the crops. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, we might not need too many more people. We've paid people a little bit more, and there's not... Look, we've got, wow, over 500 money. Let's pay people more. 350. Right, trader, what have we got? They're offering live chickens, hemp, honey and textiles. They're demanding sunflower, lime, sunflower oil, and sallow. Right, we've got sunflower oil. Got 2,300 sunflower oil. We'll sell you 2,000 for 360. Brilliant. So we're making loads of money. We could buy in some stuff then. We could buy in some hemp to make into clothes. So I know we're not producing a huge amount of that, but we should. We're buying 1,000 hemp for 80. We won't buy textiles because that's a finished good. It'll probably cost more. And we don't need live chickens. We really don't. We've got loads. We've got 30 hatchlings and 30 chickens there. And same over here. So we've got 2 chicken coops fully set up. We're waiting for Adam and Eve to breed at the pigsty. And yeah, we've got a limit of 10 down here, and we're slaughtering pigs already. Oh, here we go. Let's move people. So we've got this stables stocked. That's fine. Hay and wheat, horseshoes, horse tack. Haven't got any horse tack yet, but they're requesting it. Let's send our oldest male and our oldest female over there for now, and we'll Adam and Eve it with the horses again. There we go. In they go. We'll see if you can breed at your age. And there will be a point at which these animals start to die. I think there's got to be an age limit, surely. So we need to be able to maintain 18 horses. If there's 2 horses per wagon in these 3 wagon areas, because you can have 3 wagons. If there's 2 horses per wagon, it's 6, isn't it? We'll request another plough, and we'll see if we can make another couple of ox from our bulls. So there's a bull. How many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, okay, yeah, we can make you and you an ox. So that's good. So we'll have another plough. We'll have 2 ploughs for this farm. And we'll just see that order. Yeah, look, the plough, they're just taking over the animals. So they've got 1 out of the 2, 2 out of the 2 animals now. And then they've got nearly all the wood and nearly all the metal parts they need. Brilliant. So they'll make that plough pretty quickly and then deliver it over. Into the trading post. There's 2 wagons into the trading post to collect our sunflower oil for the latest deal. So our money will go up. We've got over 650 now, and they'll go up again, I think, when we sell some more when the wagon goes. So we're doing quite well on money now, and we've built our shoe shop, our shoemaker, and our saddlery. Tannery hasn't quite gotten going yet because we're not quite at the point where we're producing ridiculous amounts of leather, of hides from cows. So what are we on? 19. So they've just got 1 more to go till they start slaughtering. Well, 2 to get over the 20 limit. Got milk coming in. That's nice. 17 there. 12 over there. 8 over there. Looks like they've gone in for the winter. 11 there. Oh, we must have moved a bull, but they've not had any babies. They've not had any babies. That's strange. And they were in pasture. Ah, they were using the fallow field. I wonder if that's a bug where... Okay, well, we're going to take them off using the fallow field because they didn't breed at all. I think that's a bug, you know. It might be that they thought they'd just moved cow sheds or something and that stops them breeding. I don't know. I'd say that's a bug. Have we got enough hay? Yeah, 1,000 in each. They're using up hay. They've got less than a month's worth of hay. Are they going to replenish that hay? Where's your worker? Has your worker just gone home or something? Here you come. There we go. The workers come back in and they've just got some hay. And there we go. We're back up. Okay, so that's interesting to see. It would be good to increase the limits actually. because that wasn't much, was it? That was going down quite quickly. 600? No, 500 is the limit for hay. And what's the limit for water then? Looks like they're happy with 1,000 water, but 500 is the limit for hay in the cow shed. Oh, and it's done it to all of them as... Oh no, it's just done it to the one next door. Let's do this one as well. Let's do a bit of admin then. Let's just increase the amount we can give these guys to the maximum. 500 hay and 1,000. It just means that if their worker goes home and you've got a shed full of cows, they've got a little bit more food. 1,000, and then we'll do this one is the last one. Because if you start running out of food and water, they die. You don't want them to die. There we go. Okay, pretty happy with the cow area. And we've got our second plough delivered, look. Here it is. Very nice. Shall we order a third? Shall we see if we can squeeze out another ox or two? Well, we need two, otherwise it won't work. So this one, how many have we got? So we've got 1, 2... those ox are only 6 or 7 months old, so we'll wait until they come of age. We might need an adult ox there, actually. Bull, I mean. Bull. Let's move a grown-up bull over from this shed and just have one bull with 4 cows. We've got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old and a 2-year-old there. So let's have an ox from there, leaving them with 2 bulls, and got two 1-year-old bulls there. Don't know if it's quite enough. 2 there. Let's go for you. We'll make you an ox. We don't want to reduce our breeding capacities. Right, what are we trading? Oh my god, we've got over 850 money. They're after sunflower oil. Ha! Wow. We don't have much left, I don't think. We've got 300 sunflower oil. You're welcome to it. I think they've heard we've got sunflower oil and just came running. 300 sunflower oil for 54 money. We'll take that. We don't need chickens or metal parts, and they're demanding sunflower and lime, but we won't. We'll keep hold of our lime for now. 7,600. We'll see how much we start using when we do the tanning process, which might not be long. It might just be another year or two until we start spitting out crazy amounts of leather. There we are. Let's pay our people a bit more money because we've just got so much at the minute. Just see if we can find that balance. So I think especially when you start selling things like shoes and we get our clothes production up a bit more. So the nutrients in that field are 15% and 49%, and they're going to be fallow. So we're going to have 2 farms going fallow this year. So we might need to use all of our money to buy in a bit of food if we need to. Let's just see what our food situation is. So, whoa, 10,000 buckwheat. That's mental. Whoa, look, chicken eggs. We produced 1,800 chicken eggs and nearly 700 chicken meat last year. 1,900 fish. Okay. Some pretty big numbers. Potatoes, we've got 6,700, but we're feeding a lot of those to the pigs, aren't we? But we're getting pork out of it. We've got no wheat. Yes, we could do with buying some wheat. Let's send just spun around there. Let's send someone over to one of our neighbours to see if they've got any wheat. We'll go over to our nearest and dearest because they're cheap. And we'll see what they have to offer. If we get desperate for food, we've got tons of cows and pigs and chickens we can slaughter. So we've got a big old bank of food. They're not breeding yet. They're leaving town. And them. Don't go. Messenger, right. Let's see what you've got to offer. They're offering cow, pig, iron, horse and lime and demanding flour. I do wonder if this changes seasonally, so if there's a glut in the spring summer of their harvest, if they're keener to trade food. Oh, should we go for more cows or iron? How much iron have we got? Iron's here, 1790. We've got enough iron, but we could do the little top up. Let's do a little top up of iron and get like 500 for 60, and let's buy another couple of cows. Or should we 5 more cows for 200? That'll do. And I mean, we are converting a lot of bulls into ox. Oh look, is that 3? Oh, it's 3 plows. How good is that? So we've got full plows to plough next year. I wonder if they'd plough a fallow field. And is this what nutrients we have left in each field? It is, yeah. So 40 and 20%. Yeah, it's not a lot. Yeah, that's got a fair bit of nutrients. I mean, we'll plough the fields hopefully this year, and we'll see that happen, and get them up to full nutrition, and then we'll just like reset those and have like 4 fields it'll go up to. So that'll be interesting. And then in the meantime, we'll be able to get this next field ready with 3 ploughs for the following year, and put that on a 4-year rotation, and then we'll come down to these less productive farms who have sort of more animals around them as well, because they're kind of more set up for feeding the animals. So we've kind of got 6 fields there instead of 8 up there. It'll be more difficult to work out the rotation, but also we've got to factor in the smaller fields. And what everyone needs to eat as well. Oh look, have we had some babies at the pigs? We have, look, they've had a massive litter. Oh, that's great. I quite like having the limit set at 10. So then you can have 1, maybe 2 litters, and then you're done. And then you can start slaughtering. That way you're not giving them too much food. Because look, if we have a look in this established one, potatoes, yeah, we're getting through the potatoes, 140 so far. We only just put them on, didn't we? But we've got lots of potatoes, so we should be fine. Looks like we've done our deals. We've got 600 in the bank, and we did have like over 800. Looks like our money's going down quicker in the winter as well. Or maybe we're just paying too much to people. It's kind of maintaining. Look, there's our oldest bull. He's going to get... Oh, I wonder if he'd die of old age. Or if they'd slaughter him before he dies. Or if he dies, could you still use him for meat? Those are interesting questions. And questions we will potentially answer in due course. But for this episode, I think we've done amazingly. We're in February and we're coming into the Great Thaw, so join me in the next episode where we'll see if we can see that farm being ploughed. Thank you for watching.